Okay, here's a continuation of the Ziroli P47. I've turned it upside down in the cradle, and this will let you see the radio installation. It has a 24-ounce fuel tank, which is located right here. Throttle servo, let's see here, rudder servo and tail wheel servo is inside the fuselage, and this is a retract servo right here and a Robart retract valve. Let's see what else. Receiver is mounted in this location, and batteries are up beside of the fuel tank, or right under the fuel tank actually. Let's see, back here is you'll see underneath it of the fuselage, it has two elevator servos which are located in the tail itself, so it gives a pretty direct control to the elevator surface. And there's a Robart retract tail wheel retracted into the fuselage. That kind of shows the bottom of the fuselage. Up here is front. This is two fuel lines here. This is an overflow line that stays uncapped. That's a fill line that stays capped. This is a cooling opening, and as well as exhaust port. Let's just show you a little bit of detail on the radial engine here, or dummy radial engine I should say. I'm going to go ahead and get the wing out and get it put on, and then the next time you see a video it'll be fully assembled. Okay, here's the Ziroli P47 in our cradle, now with the wing attached and the gear extended. And I was going to show you these scale wheels it's got on it. These are, I think, from Sierra, but I'm not sure. It could be Robart. But either way, they're metal hub, and they also have a air attachment here if you want to put brakes on. We've never used a brake option on this P47. There's a good picture of the wheel well, another wheel well, another wheel. One thing I like about this one is it's set up where the flaps are hidden, the linkages. So there's extending the flaps, but you don't see any linkages. And there's aileron servo right there. Like I was telling you on the phone, it does have attachments for drop tanks if you wanted to put them on. There's a lot of detail put in here. They got rivets on the drop tanks and little lettering and so forth. This is all underneath the plane. It has this type of detail. Okay, I'm going to roll it over in the cradle now, and I'll show you how these gear operate. Okay, now it's sitting up right in the cradle, and I'm going to operate the landing gear for you so you can sort of see how they go up. And these are air operated, so there's gear up. Let me get on this side so you can see it. Alright, and then we'll bring them back down. And like I was telling you on the phone, it's got a nice set of wheel skirts here. You see it's a two-piece thing. It shocks when the wheel goes up and down. And it covers probably 3/4 of the wheel there. So there the wheel is turning. Alright, take it back up again. And then back down. He's going to show you some detail on the landing gear. I don't know if you can see it there, possibly. It has some little decals with some writing on the landing gear itself. It's kind of weathered up to make it look old. Same thing with these gun ports and weathering on the wing. It's got some simulated hatches, some little nomenclatures. I'm just trying to shoot as much of this as I can so you can get a good idea of how it looks. And I had also mentioned about this little hatch here. It has charge jack, switch, air, and then an engine ignition on and off, and it's magnetic, so just close that down. It's kind of hidden. There's some bomb detail and mission detail that it's done. That's the other wing here. You see it's kind of a silver paint. Here's another good example of how the decal or the star and bar is painted on, not a decal. So that's masked and painted and kind of weathered. So it has a much nicer look than just a star and bar decal. Get back here and I'll show you how this tail wheel operates. Okay, we'll retract that now. This tail wheel goes up. And let's see. I put that main gear back down again. There's main gear down. So that gives you a pretty good idea what plane looks like in the cradle. So next I'll get some gas in it and show you it operating engine-wise. Okay, before we put gas and start, I wanted to show you it sitting on the ground on its wheels. So there it is sitting under my breezeway. Let's see, air in the wheels and radio on. So we're just going to put some gas in it and start it. I'll make you a video of that, but there's kind of the look of it on the ground. It's a really nice looking airplane. Like I was telling you, the P47, of course you know this, it's got a real wide stance landing gear, so makes for good ground handling and tracking and so forth, and also has good ground clearance. This is a 2410 prop, and as you can see there, distance to the ground, you've got some good ground clearance for taking off. There's a picture of the side with the bull on the nose. I like that side best. So real nice looking P47. I think you'd be happy with it. So I'll be back in next video with tied down, and we'll get ready to run the engine.